see what everybody is doing and like, oh, that's why this is here, that's why this is here, and that's why this thing is there, that's why this. You start saying why institutions and why certain things are there. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's only a child, it's only a small mind that will rebel. It's a grand sport, it's a grand game, it's a grand design. You get what I'm saying? Let's play. So once you see what it's all about, it's like, oh, this is what we're doing here right now, okay?
We came here to play. We came here
yes.
to be alchemists of energy. We don't like, we attach negative things to words, but we are truly energy manipulators. We're here to manipulate energies to co-create the heaven on earth that we deserve. It is our birthright. So this is why it's so important, the thought process, because thoughts arise, emotions amplify, and action solidifies. So be very careful with the thoughts that you are allowing into your field. If
into your mind, even the trickly ones, like like if you allow the first trickly one, allow the second one, the third one, but it's trickling. But by the time they're compounding inside the mind, it becomes a mountain.
Again, it's moment to moment. And then, right, exactly. If you over time, you're allowing the same negative thoughts play in your mind and you're playing with them, inviting them into your field, you're attaching the emotional thing to it and you're acting on it. That creates more of a solidified reality that it's going to happen.
It's like a pattern. It's a pattern. Yes. And once patterns become habit because it's repetitive, okay? People don't create, they repeat. You get what I'm saying? They don't create, they repeat because they are stuck on patterns, they're stuck on habits. Ask somebody, why are you doing this? Why do you do this? They say, because their parents did this. Ask their parents, why do you do this? They say, because their grandparents did this. So nobody has an individual experience of why he's doing what he's doing. When a child comes into this world, the mind is blank. It's a blank canvas. Okay, but the brain capacity to store is the memory capacity is far bigger than anything. Listen again. The memory capacity, when a child is born, the memory capacity to store is bigger than anything, but the mind is blank. We are the ones that start programming the mind of the child.
That's why they say the first 7 years of a child, it's all program based. They're just learning programs.
That's why they laid the foundation for the first programming at child. So once you are now grown and the program and you're inside the program, you will not even see it because you were programmed from young, from a child.
So again, and this is why as you're an adult now, it is understanding yourself. To know thyself means you went through a process of healing, letting go of all
you've done all this stuff. Don't worry, there's no need for
becoming something new, right? So you must unlearn.
You've gone through everything.
Yeah, you must unlearn and relearn what it is that you truly want to invest your energy in. Again, we grew up being programmed based on our family's beliefs, cultural beliefs, social beliefs, media beliefs. It is time for us to shed all of that and to really go deep within self and try and create the reality you wish, to live in. The whole purpose of this human journey, I believe, is it is to experience this beautiful human.
Yes, it's and let me add this here. Like the whole world is mind. Like everything is mind. If you see it for what it is mind. Okay, and it's when you now start. That is why when people say it's a game, it's a grand game. I always like that word is like it takes away the beauty of it. Like people think, oh, it's a game, like console game is a joke. No, game is not a joke. It's actually a real life game in the sense of, and it's a real life game, and it's all mind, and everybody has a role to play. You pick your role. Okay, if you want to be sleep, if you want to be a programmed soul, fine, be programmed. But now, if you want to be a soul that if you want to be a soul that does the programming, you could also step into that role. And once you step into that role, it becomes grand. Now you're now seeing the role of government, the role of law, the role of religion, and the role of everything in society. You see why it was there. You have to see why it was there. It's not as if when people say, "Oh, the government is lying to you," but there are ways why the government should be there. Some people cannot govern themselves. So for those that couldn't govern themselves and they left and they give the power to another person to govern them, that's fine. Be that. But if you want to be a sovereign being and know that you're a sovereign being and you govern yourself, you're a godhead and you know what you're doing. let's
I love
start.
that.
Let's go in and let's start playing a live
Yes.
game. Then it becomes
Okay.
very interesting.
I love what you said because and then we'll try and finish it here is to understand your thought process and your thought patterns is to ultimately you're beginning to self-govern yourself.
Yes,
And a lot of
yes.
people, a lot of souls don't have the
They
capacity
can't.
or will,
It takes a
to
lot of.
do that, right? And
It
so
takes a lot for a man to govern himself or a being to govern himself because it takes a lot. You are in charge of your vessel moment to moment to moment to moment. You know what it means to be in charge of your vessel moment to moment to moment to moment. Like you cannot say, "Oh, the reason why this happened is because this person." No, the reason why it happened is because you did not do what you're meant to do. You get what
again,
I'm
it's
saying? So
compounding efforts. It's
it's a compound
knowing
effort. So
yourself because you are the one creating reality. You are the one walking this human journey and
yes,
living life through your own perception, your own lens, you know. So that's why I always say, like, I'm here co-creating my heaven on earth. My heaven on earth will look different from someone else that's not
some
what
people
they
are still
want.
waiting. Some
But
people are still
that's
waiting to. There's some people believe that their heaven is outside. That they
mhm,
have to suffer here, then they'll go and enjoy somewhere
right.
else.
It's
That's
it's a
fine. If you believe
different
that's what you have to do,
perception.
that's okay with you.
Yeah, yeah, it's a
Okay.
different perception. But we are here speaking to the seeking spirit, to the star seed, to the way shower, to the light worker who is, looking for more, wanting to expand their self-awareness. Self-awareness right now is really should be one of the biggest topics. This is the great awakening of self. I love to say that. Not just the
Yeah.
great awakening, but the great awakening of self because
Of self.
once
Okay.
you understand that you are the one creating reality, you're not gonna just
All
want
these
to
people
put
know what they're really
whatever
doing.
in your mind. Right, right. So yes, we wanted to say thank you so much for joining us today on Valentine's Day, February 14, 2026. It's truly an honor to be here sharing space with you guys. I want to make sure that you guys can go to the links in bio, visit our online store right now. We are holding a 25% off at checkout for all first purchases or buy our Amazon ebook, Awaken Frequency, a 7-step journey, a guidebook to remember who you are. Visit our online school academy called Awaken Frequency. Me and my beloved are there sharing wisdom, sharing nuggets of self awareness. Thank you
Right.
so much. It really is amazing to see us work together, baby, coming together to share wisdom.
We've come a long way, my
We
love. I'm telling
connected
you.
because we were Life Path 7, and those who are Life Path 7 know that a lot of our mission here on earth is to teach,
To
is to be the
teach.
to be a bridge to the new earth paradigm. Um, so it's an honor to be here with my beloved, sharing wisdom with everyone who is
Same
going
here,
to
my love.
listen.
Same here, mama.
I love you so much, baby. We will
Por
catch you
vida.
guys on the next one. Thank you all.